The following may contain offensive language, adult humor, and or content that some viewers may find offensive. The views and opinions expressed by any one speaker does not explicitly or necessarily reflect or represent those of Mark Radulich or W2M Network. Please listen with caution, or don't listen at all. Yes, now we are back on the Metal Hammer of Doom Jukebox. I am your host, the mandated reporter, and frankly, I'm mortified, Mr. Mark Radulich. And down there is my hetero life mate and brother from another mother. You can call him Chesty Starcher or Stiz Narkey, but he would really prefer if we'd stop with the stupid nicknames and just call him Jesse. How you doing, sir?
I am here, Mark Radulich, and I am so excited. We are going to be having a good discussion tonight. I am excited. Let's get going.
All right. And over there it is. Mr. Lonely Hearts himself. He's hanging on by a thread. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the Metal Coop, Robert Cooper. How do you do, sir?
Well, I mean, at least I'm hanging somewhere. I once was at a family reunion and told my sister, one of my sisters, like, yeah, man, it's great suicide prevention, living in a trailer because, you know, you're too fat to hang from any fire, any object in the house.
That sounds like a sketch, actually. It's just like, oh, that's it. Everyone hates me. I can't find love. My dog just died. I'm going to kill myself. And you just keep, like, collapsing. Like, God damn it.
Just 3 ceiling fans and a concussion, and I'm cured of any suicidal ideation.
Yeah, that's not going to get us demonetized at all. Speaking of demonetized,
wait, we get money
on occasion. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you know what the unwritten rule of the Radulich Broadcasting Network is, but people say they want a guest, and then one show they want to take over. And leading the Wolfpack New World Order faction, Mick Wanamaker. How you doing? She's back again. We couldn't run her off.
I'm stronger than that. I'm sure these maggots are ready for this episode.
So I'll introduce it, but then I gotta tell you something real quick. Speaking of maggots, hang on. So I joked that Mick's taken over, and she had pitched me, actually even before the Motley Crue show that we did last month. She said, hey, what if we, for November, we did a celebration of Slipknot's 25th anniversary of their debut self-titled album? And I'm like, oh, I like Slipknot. That's actually a really good idea. She was like, that's great. I'm running the show, fat ass. I'm like, oh my God. So and it shoved me out of the way. But no, so Mick is going to take us through a discussion tonight of Slipknot, who I love the band, and I've been bumping the self-titled album all week. I had it playing for my son. We're going to double back to Slipknot, but I wanted to say this up front really fast. I'm playing the debut album for my son. I'm just driving around, doing my daddy duties, and it had been on for about an hour or two, and I had played some other stuff. And he says, "Father," he calls me father, and he goes, "This band's really making me angry." And I said, "But for why, son? Are you feeling the raw energy, the percussion, the fierceness of the band? Are you hearing the rebel roots of this, modern new metal band, and it's making you angry at the world? He was like, no, these guys are all rich musicians. What are they so pissed off about?
At the time,
I was going to say 99.
I said to him, I was like, well, this is their debut album. They're allowed to be mad. He was like, that's fine. Do they get less mad and stupid over time? And then he kind of takes a beat and he goes, not for nothing, but these sound like hipster edgelords. I all but drove off the road. He's fucking 10. Jesse, I don't know about Kira Shea, who pooped today, or Lurch, or Mongo, or we don't have a cute nickname for Colton.
Right.
But
Colt 45.
I don't know how fast any of your kids turned into an exact carbon copy of you, but I don't know. But my son has turned into the 10-year-old cynical version of me, and that's exactly what he said. He was just like, Father, I'm you before all the bad stuff happens.
Oh shit! Before life.
So yeah, that's what I had. I don't know if you guys had anything to add to that, but that's what he had. That's what his 10-year-old impression of Slipknot was. Hipster edgelords.
Oh boy, I don't know about all that. I don't know if that's the case.
Well, once he gets older and understands how shitty Iowa is.
That was a major inspiration for how angry they were.
Yes, even I've never been to Iowa, but when I think about it, I think of nothing. Kind of like Ohio. No offense.
You've been there.
Yeah.
I did. I even went to your house and ate sandwiches.
That's right. You had Subway.
Eat fresh, baby.
All right. So, just check in with everybody. How are you doing tonight, Jesse?
I'm doing fantastic, man. It's been a week. What? How many weeks actually? Has it been a month since we recorded last? It's been a while, right?
I don't know, but this is like your fourth podcast. Like you had what? This is your third one with me this week. You got to be sick of me at this point.
That's got to be.
And then you had one with Alexis.
Yeah, I've done a total of. I think I've done a show every night. We recorded. Me and Evan recorded on Tuesday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I have a show tomorrow. I'm recording. So yeah, I've done a podcast. I haven't shaved. I think I haven't removed from this chair actually. Yes.
I want to warn you. The last time I was podcasting as much as you are, it ended in polyamory and then eventually divorce.
Trust me.
I'm just saying. As the prophets have foretold.
I am watching myself. Don't you worry.
And if not, Jesse, Mindy will watch you for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is she standing at the top of the staircase with a rolling pin?
Like, yes.
You better be done soon.
And a moo and everything. She's just waiting on me.
Oh no, not the moo.
That's why I don't go upstairs anymore. She beats my ass, and then I come back down here and cry.
It's just like, it's not that I'm trying to avoid you. It's I'm tired of the domestic violence.
Right.
All right. Speaking of domestic violence, how you doing, Mick?
Hi, I'm doing all right.
I didn't expect that. I guess neither did she.
No, I did not. I'm sore as shit, though. We just finished tearing down for Spirit, so taking down all those walls and all that stuff.
So I don't understand the whole Spirit thing. I don't mean to be like make that sound stupid. I understand it's a retail Halloween store. So what happens like the rest of the months of the year? What do you do?
So everything gets packed in these pack rats. We pack up the walls, the merchandise that didn't sell, everything. We do inventory on one of the days of teardown, so then we at least have a count of everything. And then it gets shipped to some warehouse where it sits until next season. Because we will get the same trucks that we put in. Mm-hmm. This year we got a different stores, which was weird. But
so what do you do in the meantime? Like there's no Halloween Spirit store to work in, I'm guessing, between now and next year.
Unfortunately, yeah. But I'm jumping to Joann's and then finding something better.
Gotcha. Okay. I went on a date Saturday, and I took a girl out to lunch. Huh?
What's her name?
Is she pretty?
Yes, she was very pretty. She's a very nice lady. But I took her out for lunch, and then I wasn't quite ready to be done with the date. So she was like, I'm like, what are you doing next? She was like, well, actually, I was going to go to Joann's because she's a crocheter. She crochets, which apparently is.
Boy.
Well, apparently this is like a new thing. Not a new thing, but like I'm noticing a lot of women in my cohort and younger are into crocheting. And if I could decide to set my own story for a second, when the fuck did that happen? When did the youth start crocheting?
I don't.
2020. It's called
I was going
COVID.
to say, it's all COVID's fault.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Right, what were you going to say, Mick?
I've noticed it too, though. Like when I was working more consistently at Joann's before, it was just everyone was crocheting. No one knits anymore. And it wasn't just young people. It was like everyone.
Okay. So just, it kind of became like the hip thing to do, but also became a thing to do because people were held hostage in their house by the unknown virus of unnamed origin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I've already got us demonetized again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's going to be doing a lot of editing tonight to get past the blocks.
Well.
More blocks than a hockey game. What are you drinking, Mick?
I got Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah.
I'm drinking a Seagram's Escapes Refresher, strawberry acai.
Ooh.
Acai. Yeah.
Hi.
I don't know why it's so
Last night I drank half a bottle of Jim Beam, so I was hungover when I woke up. But
jeez,
well, that's nice.
We need to have a conversation about why you're doubting half a bottle.
Yeah, I mean, my goodness, Spirit closed, and we're just like going on benders.
she's really she's trying to drink all the spirits before they close.
This is a safe space.
Oh, I didn't know that was part of it.
You gotta ingest the spirit, man.
Brilliant.
Perfect. Anyway, so yeah, I walked around at Joann's with my date, and she showed me all of the crocheting stuff, and I feigned interest. It was great. I felt like being in a real relationship.
Man, oh
So
man.
anyway,
I envision this like 80-year-old woman for some reason that you were just walking around with, and I know I don't want I don't want to.
He's the 80-year-old woman.
Will you take me to Joann's, please? And then you're walking around with her walker, and you're helping her pick out her yard. That's like, oh, okay, that's what's going through my head. But she's younger than you. Okay,
younger than me,
right.
not by a lot. Not that not that one at least. But I bought a candle. So yeah,
do you have a spreadsheet for like all your girlfriends? I just got to know. Do you have a spreadsheet?
I mean, we have a spreadsheet for orgies, if you'll remember.
Oh, right.
Hold the fucking phone.
I interrupted you. I apologize. Please move on.
Oh, come on. You remember that bit from Jesse Takes the BDSM quiz.
Oh, yeah.
We decided that orgies should be competitive.
We should interesting. Look at you, lady killer.
Whatever.
Get all the bitches.
You get more bitches than a dog catcher.
Speaking of which, how are you doing, Coop?
I am not getting more bitches than the dog catcher, sadly. We'll see how the newest one goes. She's like, I just want to be bros first. I said, okay, we'll be bros before bows. I understand.
How much money have you given her so far?
$0.
Okay, good.
Right.
Let's keep it that way.
Yeah, no, I haven't given anybody any money because, quite frankly, I don't have any money anyways. So, that's the thing. You know the meme about like, they can't get into your brain if you don't think about anything.
That's it.
Yeah. This one's a high school drama teacher, so we'll see. And she's 5'11".
Wow.
That's very exciting.
Please tell me she's a dom. Also,
I don't fucking know. We haven't got that far.
Like the first thing people tell me.
Well, yeah, because they look at you and they're just like, well, that beard is definitely a nice cushion.
Jesse, I bought a candle for my new abode. I mean, I've been here since the middle of August, but I was walking around at Joann's and I found I said, I used to have candles in the old house. And it's one of the few like girly things that was introduced into the home that I actually did enjoy. So I don't have a way to light it yet. Like,
okay.
I moved in with somebody. I forcefully ejected them the night of Halloween. Yeah.
Oh, wait, what? Oh.
I'm not going to get into details.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Don't be. It had been building for a while. But
I see. So you're like you went in like a lesbian and went out like one, right?
Sure. My point is, when I cohabitated with a female, there was girly stuff here and a lot of odds and ends that you don't realize you don't have until she takes them all with her. And then you suddenly realize you don't have things like plates. Or
the microwave.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know if Jesse's been living with the same girl since, 1975. So you might not know what I'm talking about, but as somebody who has broken a heart or two and lived with a variety of people, when somebody moves out, you suddenly realize, oh, wow, I don't have this. I don't have that. Like, I'm kind of looking around going, I used to have end tables. What happened here? Walking around a Publix grocery store going, I need this. I was like, like the Toys R Us toy run.
So you bought a candle to like just begin to fill the space of girly stuff, or what do you mean? Like you said, you bought a candle, right?
I was walking around Joann's. It was an impulse buy, and it smelled good. If it had been a girl, I would have bought her. Same kind of mentality. It's just
what if it were me?
If you smell nice, sure.
Coop, if you were,
I mean, I could smell like you.
I was gonna say smelling nice won't last long with Coop. It's gonna stink at some point, and
Hold on, I got to come back to that in a second. I got to come back to Coop and smelling. But
my farts.
But Nick's trying to like weigh in here, and she hasn't quite figured out what Alexis figured out early on. Is you have to scream over us. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I have a very important question for you. Is what's the smell of the candle?
Ooh, it's in my car. Like maybe
it didn't even make it into the house.
I don't know where to light it. What the fuck am I bringing it in the house for?
What are you hoping that the Florida heat gets so hot that it just combusts?
It's so hot here.
Your car's gonna smell amazing.
You want me to run to my fucking car and go get it?
I mean, sure. We'll vamp until you get back. Yeah, go right ahead.
Really? No.
We'll just talk shit about you when you're gone.
It must be a day that ends in Y.
Then make up something. What did it smell like? Is it flowery?
No. I don't put flowery shit in my house. What are you?
Whoa!
Whoa! Oh wow! Good thing it's not Pride Month.
I meant strange, sir. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I see. Now I'm the problem.
Now you got it. Like caramel and nuts and shit, like that kind.
Okay.
These nuts.
Yeah, it smells like bathroom nuts. Oh God.
Wasn't expecting that at Joann's of all places.
Welcome to our goth section.
Turns out it's just some homeless lady named Joanne that he went to, and he's just walking around like Shaq picking up random
Joanne's. It's a Shaq. It says Joanne's on it. Joanne's is spelled with 2 O's. All right. So Jesse,
it's Joanne's.
Mick, bear with us for a second because we're going to play Memember. Memember, Jesse. Do you remember the Iron Reagan review? You should, because I brought that to your attention
Iron
recently.
Reagan.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That was one of the last reviews we did before we left Block Talk Radio.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I remember the review, and I fed it into AI, and it spat it back out at me saying, what is this?
Fucking spit it in your eye is what it did. So
yeah.
I've been putting up all the old Metal Hammer of Doom shows from Block Talk Radio. They're all up finally. They're all on the Spreaker feed. They're not all on YouTube because Spreaker stopped doing that. But that's a whole other conversation. My point is, when I gave it to you and I said, hey, have Google LM Notebook or whatever it's called review this for us, I'm curious to see what the interpretation is. Did you tell it specifically to roast us, or did it come by that naturally?
No, I legitimately said criticize this podcast.
Okay.
But I didn't say be as negative as possible. It went that route on its own.
We somehow pissed off artificial intelligence.
Oh man, it was great stuff.
You want to? I've been talking a lot here. You want to explain to Mick and the people what the fuck we wrought with that Iron Reagan review via artificial intelligence?
Oh well, I mean, it's been a while since I wish I had it sitting here.
It's fucking funny as hell.
Well, essentially what I did was I took the transcript of the Iron Reagan podcast. Now the thing is I don't believe it has the names of who's talking. You know, it doesn't have but it has
like
all of the dialogue.
1, host 2, and host 3. I think it was.
It had all of the dialogue in there. I threw it in a Notebook LM, and Notebook LM is you can throw websites in there, up to 50 different sources. Well, anyway, I threw this YouTube video into it, and I said, criticize the podcast. And I mean, it legit tore us up. I was waiting. I can't remember if it specifically started railing on the bathroom humor or not. I know
it totally did.
Okay, because
it's two major criticisms where we don't talk about the music enough. It's just stories and endless stories of getting in public places.
Wait a second, that feels like this right now.
That's like, well, they nailed us dead to rights. And then the other thing was our interpretation of the music, our analysis of the music was at best subpar.
Duh.
Well, it's so funny because, again, I'm thinking about my son here because my son's railing about Slipknot. It all comes full circle. My son's railing about Slipknot, and he's just like, if you're this rich and you're this successful, what the fuck do you have to be so mad about? I was like, my God, you sound like me during the Ministry review where I drove Jesse up the fucking wall because Jesse's just like, oh, my God, this is so good.
It was good.
Like, Al Jorgensen's really giving it to the people, you know, and telling us like how bad things are, and he's really sticking up for us. I'm like, who gives a fuck what Al Jorgensen thinks? I went crazy, and I was like, you know, this is all bullshit. Like, what are you so mad about? You have like 50 million albums,
right? You're famous.
But I got there in my 40s, and he got there at 10. But I bring it up.
Difference.
Yes, but I'm bringing that up because that's what came out of the Iron Reagan artificial intelligence review was that the AI is taking Iron Reagan and going, wow, they really are speaking to the dissatisfaction with the culture, and there's a lot of grist for the mill in terms of, you know, rebel rock here, and these guys barely even scratch the surface of it. They just they talk about a song for a half a second, discount it, and throw it away. They're like, there's so much good stuff here. Why would they do that?
Coop,
dude, I fucking laugh my ass off.
Coop, do you remember the Iron Reagan review at all?
I forgot. I forgot that we reviewed them. That's why I was like, oh, I love that band.
There's one story. There's one story that's shared, and you'll remember this specific story. I think it's been shared a couple times. It was when Mark had the problem with Taco Bell and went to the restroom. And the AI had a field day with that. Like I don't know why, but it really pointed that out about how.
I don't want to retell the whole story, but
no, I don't. You know, I just want
just to bring Mick up to speed. Suffice to say, I had to really go to the bathroom, and I didn't make it to the toilet. Now I made it above the toilet, but I didn't. But I didn't make an appropriate seal.
What?
You put a seal here and a seal here, and you run it right down the alley. You give it the old jet sweep.
The best description was it was like a Jackson Pollock painting. Is that what you said it was?
I believe I said it was like a Jackson Pollock painting or the bathroom from Desperado.
Oh
yes, yes. So yeah, the AI had
missed
a fun time with that.
Entirely.
Gosh.
Oh God, there was somebody that did not get paid enough $7.25 for that.
You know when in the movies they shoot somebody, but you kind of see it off camera, and what you get on camera is the back of the head exploding on the wall. That's what it looked like.
Oh my goodness!
It looked like that scene from Boogie Nights, where the guy blew his brains out on the wall. Except it was shit.
So back to you, Jesse. What did the AI say?
Well, I was looking for it. I apparently may have deleted it. I can't find it now. I don't know why. I have. I'll have to rerun it through there. I've got everything else in Notebook LM, but I think it. I legitimately deleted a few of them, and I have a feeling that was one of them.
For future sessions, I want that converted into song lyrics about
Yeah, because that was the whole plan.
Right.
That was, and I think I might have done something in ChatGPT with it, but yeah. Anyway, so
all right.
well, sorry.
Alrighty, if I think we've jibber jabbered long enough, let's go to the first video here. How about that? So,
How
Coop,
about it?
you're up first here. Tell us about your video that we're gonna watch.
Fucking love Candlemass. It's a really, they're one of my favorite bands. I don't know if we ever reviewed them. I don't think we ever did. Well, they're still releasing music. The funny thing is they were supposed to stop in like 2012. And then, they were just like, fuck this, we're back. So, this is from their, I want to say it's 80.
For those that might not
album?
know, what's Candlemass's genre?
I almost want you to look at the video and guess.
I know what it is. Try talking to the audience.
Well, we don't have an audience. They're a doom metal. They're a doom metal band. They honestly were doing Black Sabbath better than Black Sabbath in the 80s. They fucking slay, Queen.
All right, Mick, you're a big fan of black metal. It's all you listen to, and that's what you told us on the last show.
I have a confession.
Oh my God! Candlemass.
Oh my goodness. She didn't make it to the bathroom either.
Oh no! Oh no!
This is why her, Dorian, and Shay all live together, because the last apartment was condemned.
They had to get more than one bathroom.
I said the first thing that came to my head. It's not like I don't listen to black metal, but it wasn't always my favorite. Because my big thing was always new metal right now.
Yeah. Was it the old hot dog flavored water and the chocolate starfish?
God.
I love it. It's guilty. It's guilty pleasure, but not really, because I'm shameful.
Well, now it is all the rage to be listening to new metal again. So what is old is new again.
Ain't no shame in my game. I love new metal. I saw Limp Bizkit live. I saw Old Man.
But did you see what a friend of mine did and see Simp Biscuit and fuck every member?
Yes, that's the second time you've brought that up on this show. All right.
Well, yes, in Fraud Durst.
So what is this video? Bewitched, Bewildered.
Well, it is. It's actually a really neat video because it has the main singer, Messiah Marcolin, the fat man in the monk outfit, as you can see, just bewitching a whole bunch of Scandinavians. It's fantastic. What's really cool is there's a little cameo. Oh, I fucking love this part.
Did someone just go like a Three Stooge?
Pretty much.
Larry Moe and Curly's going to show up here in a second. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, I love the March Funeral. That's one of my favorite classical pieces. I love you, Francis Chopin. But anywho, you'll see Blink and You Miss It cameo by Dead of Mayhem, without his brains being blown all over the floor.
Brains intact.
Yeah,
solid.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, you wouldn't know because, he was just an extra that showed up on set, and he was. But yeah, and then he became all cool and shit. Messiah Marcolin's a fantastic fucking vocalist. I guess he must be an asshole to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's not in any bands at the moment.
Yeah.
Give it a minute, he'll end up in Metallica. This is already better than most doom metal songs I listen to. This actually has rhythm. This doesn't sound like a funeral dirge on glue.
No.
If there's one thing white people are
about down there, Moni.
You can appreciate some doom metal that doesn't have to have a rhythm. Come on, Mark.
You didn't know what doom metal was before you met me. Why are you?
Okay, well, fine.
Mr. fucking expert over here.
The fun thing is that if it weren't for me, none of you would be listening to doom metal right now. I don't know about Mick. I can't speak for her, but I know Mark does not love doom metal. He's like, it's too slow.
She totally listens to doom metal. Just ask her.
That's the one you listen to that one the most, right?
It sprinkles in.
That's the one she listens to most. Yeah. Mick's like, I fucked up once, and I'm stupid for admitting it.
I was nervous, all right, and then y'all talked over me for the rest of it. So.
Next.
Oh.
Well, okay. The Radulich Broadcasting Network.
Yep. Next show, it's going to be, I have a confession to make. I listen to Taylor Swift. Like, oh no, wait a second.
Why are you here?
We're one of the guys that we podcast with. I did a review with him, Robert, and my daughter. It was for Demon Slayer, and my daughter.
Oh boy!
It was a couple years ago, and my daughter, who was very knowledgeable of it and very passionate about it, was trying to get a word in, and we're treating her the same way we treat you, and and finally David's like, "Honey, you're gonna have to speak up and speak loud," and I said, your father's network, we're all fighting for airtime.
It's a bunch of alpha conversationalists, right?
That's right. I actually once saw Alpha Conversationalists open up for Metallica in 1989 at the Nassau Coliseum.
Oh, were they playing with coronavirus?
This was before the Black album. Wow.
Could you imagine if you're just sitting around and all of a sudden this fat man with an afro and a monk outfit is just like, you're bewitched now.
This is funny. I mean, yeah, watching this guy go around, point at people, and then they just start like, well, obviously that didn't happen.
That seems like an appropriate reaction. Turn and run away.
Yeah.
So apparently the way that he got the job for Candlemass was he called the bassist, who's the founder of the band, and sang their songs over the phone while his mom held it. His mom held the phone while he sang into it to get the gig.
Perfect.
That's fantastic.
That's what you have to do in 1986.
Well, she seems like a right proper girl, even though this guy's a weirdo and keeps scaring her away. She keeps coming back to him.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's my hope. I just hope I can point at a beautiful woman long enough
do that.
Stick around.
Please tell me how that works.
Sleep with Coop.
I don't know, Mick. If a guy, at the Walmart, when you're trying to buy, tampons and toilet paper, and he's just rolling up to you in this outfit and starts doing this shit right here.
There's Dead. Dead's the one behind his head looking like he's zonked out.
Oh,
the
shit.
blonde one.
God, he really does look like he's on Xanax. Like a bottle of it. Anyway, so this guy comes up to you in the mall, he starts doing that shit. You run away, we all would. But do you go back? Do you go back to him?
I don't think so.
No? Okay.
I would have a funny story to tell and be like, hey, guess what happened?
Yeah, you wouldn't be curious? You wouldn't be like, you seem weird. You seem beautifully broken, as I said in The Crow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go back.
You know, my mom looked... Go ahead, sorry.
I wouldn't go back, but I would definitely be thinking about it for a long time.
That's usually the review I get on most first dates. Yeah, no, it's like... It's like the last girl that broke up with me, my mom's like, you just go for all the broken birds, don't you? I'm like, well, what can I say? We took in all the strays as a kid.
If the roles were reversed, would y'all come back? If it was like this woman just being
Let me tell you something. That's all I attract.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm just happy somebody smiled at me.
It's fair.
God, I love this album.
Jesse thanks God every day he's been married for 100 years.
Yeah. As time continues to pass, yes.
But what if you just come out of your house and you see this?
I'm loving
They're all bewitched. Duh. Haven't you been listening to the song?
Are they all in a Jewish wedding? What are they stepping on?
L'chaim.
That guy is marching like he's trying to keep a shit in.
Well, he probably is. I mean, it's really cold out there.
I have to poop, but there's no toilet around.
My name's Mark Radulich. What is that bad sound? I'm sitting here in Taco Bell with feces on the wall. The AI hates it beside me in the stall.
Now, see, that all deserves to be on Suno right now, Coop. We need to make a song right now. Those lyrics.
Well, it's because they're bewitched. You know what's funny is I haven't watched this video all the way through in a long time, so I was like, oh yeah, they do keep on marching.
Yeah, this is still going.
Like, I want to be cool like this. Like, this is the future that I want. Let me just have a bunch of sweaty white people just headbanging while I sit in a coffin.
This is why black people hate us, and I don't blame them.
I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, that's why there's only like 2 black metal bands. It's like Body Count and Black Death. That's about
That
it.
is a very fat guy in a small coffin.
I mean, look.
Guy in a little coffin.
That guy in a little coffin.
I wonder if he broke the coffin. It looks like it's cardboard.
That legit
yeah.
looked like cardboard.
That was
yeah.
not a quality coffin at all.
That was probably their 4th one, because I bet you all the fucking snow got into the other 3, and those things just fell apart like the Buffalo Bills in a playoff game.
Honestly, him trying to get in and out of the coffin and like tripping over it and shit would have made a better video.
Hmm.
You are
Oh shit!
How first off, did you say how old that video was?
Yeah, it's from the late 80s.
Late 80s. Okay, I mean, it seemed like
Like
it. I
mid
just
to
wanted make
late.
sure. Okay.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it was recorded on a camcorder in somebody's house.
But still, I mean, it sounds great. So,
all right. Let's talk about Slipknot. If I get to the right page, there we go. Slipknot is an American heavy metal band formed in Des Moines, Iowa, where the anger comes from. In 1995 by percussionist Shawn Crahan, former vocalist Anders Colsefni, and bassist Paul Gray. After several lineup changes in its early years, the band settled on 9 members for more than a decade, about as many people as in the Wu-Tang Clan.
Mark, if I remember correctly, you were a member of Slipknot playing the IV at one point, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I was I was playing the pump bag for when I had cancer.
Jeez.
Yeah. I'll wait and bleed. Woo! Sure. Stop waving your cancer around.
Oh my gosh.
Sir, your colostomy bag is showing.
Oh my! I pull my skirt over. All right. The Crahan, Gray, Joey Jordison, Craig Jones, Mick Thomson, Corey Taylor, Sid Wilson, Chris Fehn, and Jim Root. Slipknot is well known for its attention-grabbing image, aggressive style of music, and energetic and chaotic live shows. I saw Slipknot a few years ago when I was with Melissa, and it was a rare thing because normally, like, my aggressiveness or energy for a show shows itself in the mosh pit. There was no mosh pit to be had where I was. I was in seats at the time, who knows what it was actually called, but today it's the Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. And we were, like I said, we were in seats, plastic seats. And like I almost damn near like ripped the fucking seat up in front of me. I was like, ah! Like, Slipknot is my shit. I love it. It gets into my veins. But no one came here to hear me talk about it. Mick, this is your baby. Take it away.
Yes, it is. So Slipknot is a band one of those that I've been listening to since I was very, very little. I've already introduced that I've been raised on metal my whole life, and this was just one of them. But I think it definitely has its place in bands that go down from history, not only because of their look and whatnot, but also the impact that they made with what they do. They created this giant following where they only thought that they were going to last in Iowa. If that, they thought about breaking up several times before they have what they have now.
Are you talking about before 1999 or even since their debut album was such a big hit?
I think because their debut album was such a big hit, that's what drove them, and it made people want more, because they've said in interviews that they had no idea that it was going to get that big. And they had people donating their own masks that people have made and whatnot. Mm-hmm. Which I also learned the reason why they wear masks and the jumpsuit with the numbers is because it wasn't about them. It was about creating this thing that it was just another sheep in the flock kind of idea.
I think the anonymity, as part of their stage presentation, is actually a really good idea. I'll throw this out for discussion. In my opinion, I think Slipknot's earned its legacy. It's earned its place in music by being particularly unique. I understand they're not the only band with 87 guys in it. I understand they're not the only band that's being pushed by percussionists. I do remember there is a band called Mushroomhead. However, Slipknot has the most notoriety of that type, and I think their music is distinct even among metal circles. Um, Listening back to that 1999 album, I mean, it is relentless. We listen to a lot of metal on here, and we talk about album creation in terms of like your first track, your middle track, your last track. Do you take breaks? How much rhythm is there from song to song? And this one, as I listened to it a couple times over the last week or so, it doesn't stop. And the thing is that, okay, well, neither does death metal, but death metal can be a little samey. The songs are really, really distinct. Like, I knew we were going from one song to the next, and I could pick out each song individually. I can't say that about a lot of albums that like Slayer albums don't stop either. But half of a Slayer album sounds kind of the same, as much as I love that band. So what do you think, Jesse? What's your opinion on Slipknot or anything Mick and I have said so far?
Yeah. Well, as far as the album goes, so I have a confession to make.
You also listen to only black metal first?
I listened to this album all the way through for the first time about an hour ago.
Really?
So yeah, I am not I'm not saying I'm not a fan, but let's just say that I have not brought Slipknot into my life. I'd say
got me curious how much Slipknot we've covered on here.
Well, we did half of 0.5, the Great Chapter or whatever it was. I think that was one of the albums. I don't know if we've done any other than that one that I was part of anyway. Mm-hmm. So, and I remember the album when that released, we listened to it, liked it. I don't think we had much to say as far as like criticism wise. I think we all.
I'm sure I bitched it wasn't as heavy as the first one. Or Iowa for that matter.
Right.
Oh yeah.
That's a common statement, though. A lot of people say I mean, you could say this about a lot of bands, but they'd be like, it's not as heavy as their first one. And then they finally did an album that was as heavy as their first one, which is one of their more recent ones. And everyone didn't like it.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
So I can tell you we've done We Are Not Your Kind. We've done The End So Far, which I actually think that was the very first Metal Hammer of Jukebox that we did.
I think so.
And then we did the Slipknot 5, The Great Chapter.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, it wasn't until, get this, Guitar Hero 3.
Yeah, baby.
Where, what's the song that's featured on there? I don't think it's Wait and Bleed. Thank you very much. Yes, that's it. And,
no, it was, I'm sorry, Before I Forget.
Oh, Before I Forget.
Yep.
Maybe okay. We'll have to take a look at the soundtrack because to make sure. I think you're right, though. Anyway, as with a lot of metal songs, we began to get a better. That was one thing that game did, was it introduced me to a few more bands that I didn't know about, and I had a lot of fun playing the songs. And I knew Slipknot had been around for a long time. It's not like I was completely oblivious to their existence, but I didn't start really listening to some of their stuff until we started talking here on the show, and also playing some Guitar Hero 3. So yeah, I have my wife's cousin, tattoo artist, great guy. He's the one guy that I know that loved Slipknot. So it's like I was always wanting to kind of like, oh man, I'd love to listen to that band because he had a great appreciation of some bands that I really like. I just never got around to it. So yes, prior to this, I wanted to do the homework for sure. I knew we were going to talk about this album, and I listened to it all the way through. And just like Mark said, it is relentless. It is pedal to the metal, and there's a lot of variation. That's the other thing that Mark had said. Yes, it does get samey sometimes when you're listening to other bands. When they try to do this, you want to make it enjoyable for the listener. And I would also say that these guys wanted to make a statement with this album. They wanted to come out and just be balls to the wall. And I love the fact that you brought that up, Mick, about how they kind of wanted to be, it's anonymity. It's about the music. It's about what is being put out there more than it is the individual. So I don't know if I knew who Corey Taylor was probably until, well, I think really the first time it wasn't Corey Taylor the one that said Chad Kroeger looked like a big toe or something.
I think it was.
Okay. I think that's the first time I was like, who's this Corey Taylor guy? And I was like, oh, okay. All right. Anyway, so there's my history.
I think the first Slipknot song I came across, maybe because it was a video or I heard it somewhere, but it instantly made me fall in love with the band. Though there are better, there are heavier, there are angrier songs. This one, there's something about it, and it's one of those where there's a part of me that's just like, oh, of course you like that one, you poser. But I can't help it. It's so good. It's Wait and Bleed. Like I wanted to do that. I wanted to do that video tonight, but it's like live footage, so I'm not doing another concert video. But
right.
Wait and Bleed, for it's a tricky thing to try to get your heavy metal band to produce a single that is crowd pleasing, something that will attract a general audience. Wait and Bleed is that perfect combination of heavy, clean vocals, screamy vocals. It has this, that signature Slipknot gallop. I said it before. One of the things to me that sticks out about Slipknot is the use of percussion.
It's because they have 8 of them.
Yeah. Well, I brought up Candiria on the last show when we talked about Clowncore, and I was like, you can tell when the drummer is sort of pushing the music. Slipknot creates a very layered sound. There's a lot going on. It's very busy music, but it's busy in a very structured way. It's kind of like if you could take the sound of a New York City intersection, like right there at Penn Station and Broadway, and convert it and use Suno.ai to convert it to music. That's what Slipknot would sound like. Just a very organized busyness. And I love it for that. There's a mathematical quality to it that draws me in. Cooper, you ate everything popular and good. What do you think about Slipknot?
So funny story. Yeah, no, the entire time I'm sitting here, I have mixed feelings on Slipknot because I like some of their stuff, but also some of their fans are the most basic ass bitches I've ever met. No offense to any basic ass bitches listening. You want me to
go get my candle now?
You should. Go check to make sure your car's not on fire.
Basic bitch.
It's not lit. Remember, I don't have any matches or a lighter or anything.
The Florida heat's gonna go ahead and ignite it. Boom.
Let me go get my candle and mash it into my computer screen.
Well, I actually did get to see them live. I saw them with Killswitch Engage, which I was there for Killswitch Engage. Slipknot did put on a fantastic show. They played a lot from the first album, which I was impressed by. I was actually surprised, to be honest. It's one of those things, I really do like their music. I think it's just one of those, over the years, I've had to separate, I guess, how I feel about some of the fans. Just because, I know their fan base has been deemed a gang by certain members of the government.
I've been waiting to talk. Excuse me. I've been waiting to talk about that. I have a book. It's an anthology book. It's a nonfiction anthology, and it takes different bands and their associations with the government. And there's a chapter on Slipknot where they interviewed one of the guys. They're like, "We're well aware the FBI has a file on us. Why wouldn't they? Have you seen our following?" And I was like, "That's a solid point."
Yeah. It's just one of those bands that I think I have come to appreciate. The more I've, I guess, become more accepting of, I guess, what 22-year-old, 23-year-old me was like, that's metal. Because a lot of times, I will say, especially in dating, when you see a gal that's like, I love metal, you kind of wait to see what band they talk about first. Because, Slipknot's great. They are, but a lot of times that's where a lot of people start and that's where they end, and it can be a little frustrating at times just because I feel like there's so much more. But at the same time, they do have a really good layered sound, and what's funny is listening to this first album for the first time, and really since high school. I remember when I was in high school, Mark. That was when you were like 30.
That is correct, sir.
Yeah. It actually surprised me a lot because I forgot just how much into the nu metal sound they really were. Because as you start listening to their later albums, they do get, I'd say, more a little more traditional in a way. Like there are no guitar solos on this first album. As you start getting through their later stuff, like Volume 3 and Volume 4, you do start getting more of the guitars being highlighted, which their guitarists are fucking fantastic, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I got to give them that. But it's funny, as I started out in my head being like, man, fuck Slipknot, and now I'm just gushing about them because it's one of those, I really do like it. I just think the fan base gets on my nerves, which is fine. Remember what happened the one time we called Bandmade baby metal?
So Mick, there was a guy who's Jesse still does this podcast. I am no longer friends with him, but he had
Oh God, you still do them, Jesse?
Oh yeah, every once in a while I hop on over there and hang out with the Bleeding Edge.
The Bleeding Ass.
One of 900 people on the Bleeding Edge show. He gets to talk for 2 minutes, but he sits for 3 hours. But Mick, you think you don't get enough time to talk? So anyway, he had gained a fair bit of notoriety on his channel for doing Bandmade video reactions, and I'm not afraid to steal from other people. So we should talk about Bandmade on the Metal Hammer of Doom, and we did. And I was comparing them to baby metal as would be the natural reaction, the natural comparison. And the Bandmade fans came out with pitchforks. And not since I had made fun of the accents of baby metal had I angered a lot of people.
I thought that was Teasley that was making fun of baby metal.
No, that would be me.
Oh God.
Jesse and I did a Metal Hammer of Doom extra on a live performance of Baby Metal and Judas Priest. And I was like, oh, aren't they adorable? They don't know how to pronounce words. And I was like, oh, why do you...
I had to turn the comments off.
Ooh, the neck beards came out in full force.
Yes, he was like, they're going to find my house.
They've already found it. It's one of those, I'm waiting for like a man in a Slipknot shirt to show up in the next 2 hours.
Gonna be wearing a mask for sure.
The maggots. I just thought the maggots are dollar store juggalos. I'll take it.
Before we discuss the album itself and play the video, I do want to talk about the legacy of this band, and feel free to weigh in here, Mick, with your thoughts. But their list of accolades is fucking huge. They have 48 wins across multiple award-giving institutions, not the least of which was the Grammys. And they have 78 nominations, which I think is more than Metallica. I want to just talk about the Grammy stuff here. They won for, before I forget, Best Metal Performance in 2006. Nominated for Best Metal Performance was Wait and Bleed, Left Behind, and My Plague in 2001, 2, and 3. For Best Hard Rock Performance, Duality was nominated in 2005. Best Metal Performance 2005, 2006, 2009, 2015, and 2016 were Vermilion, the aforementioned Before I Forget, which they won, Psychosocial, The Negative One, and Custer. Best Rock Album was 0.5, The Gray Chapter. And in 2024, Hive Mind was nominated for Best Metal Performance. They've been nominated for Emma Gala, Fuse Awards. They've won a Fuse Award. They've been both nominated and won Heavy Metal Music Awards. They've been nominated and won Hungarian Music Awards, Kerrang. They've a shit ton of Kerrang. Metal Edge Reader's Choice Awards, Metal Hammer Golden God Awards. They were nominated in 2008 for a Rock Out Award for the MTV Europe Awards. In America, Psychosocial was nominated for Best Rock Video. They got a bunch of wins and nominations for Enemy. And yeah, the list goes on and on. So I don't think there's any debate about Slipknot's presence in terms of one of the best metal acts of the last 20 years. I'm going to throw it back to you, Mick, before we get into the first video and the only video, and then we talk about the album.
I mean, I agree, because they have the receipts to show for it with how many awards that they've gotten over time, and it being a worldwide name at this point, even if the fans may look scary or weird, or I don't remember what you said, Coop.
What, Dinosaur Juggalos?
Yeah.
It's like he called them douche canoes or some shit.
I mean, yeah, kinda. At me. That's right. I don't have a social media presence. Kiss my black ass.
The self-titled were, I can't tell. Okay, yeah, it's 2 times platinum. It's multi-time platinum in a bunch of different areas. Iowa is multi-times platinum.
I really love Iowa.
Volume 3 is multi-times platinum. All Hope is Gone. It's platinum. Yeah, a couple of places platinum and gold. The Gray Chapter is all gold, and when one area is platinum. We Are Not Your Kind is gold, and The End So Far, which came out 2 years ago, did not go gold or platinum. But nobody buys music anymore, so it doesn't matter.
I was about to say, welcome to streaming, baby.
Yes.
Where music has become a commodity that nobody pays for, thus it cannot be a career. Thanks to AI. No offense, Jesse.
Wait and Bleed was #1 in the UK rock charts. Spit It Out. Patooey. #1 in the UK rock charts.
Mark Radulich, Hawk to a girl.
I am the Hawk 2 man. Duality was #1 in the UK rock chart. See if they had any other #1s. A couple of #2s across the board here. The Negative One was #1.
It's a song about Robert Winfrey.
Stop. Leave my poor friend alone. He struggles so much. All right.
I love Robert. I'm sure he would laugh. I would hope he would laugh at that one.
To you, yes, and then he'd cry off camera. All right. Speaking of crying off camera, anything else, Mick, before we move on?
I think we covered it. I mean, back to the show ones. I mean, I've seen Slipknot 4 times, and they definitely know how to put on a show.
Yeah, they do. I've only been blessed to see them once, but it was a hell of a show. Definitely one of my happier memories of that particular relationship. So, I didn't stay to see them at Rockville, which I think they were the Sunday night one. But I was so fucking tired and burnt by that point. Like I don't want to do this anymore. All right,
literally burnt.
Literally burnt. Okay, this is Spit It Out. Hot 2. Hulk Hogan. Phooey.
Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Fuck the Hulk Hogan. Patooey. All right.
Fuck your tomato. You know what the fuck I am doing.
Here we go.
Oh, coked out Iron Sheik.
Is there a better Iron Sheik than coked out Iron Sheik?
Yeah, you're right.
Boy. Here's an allusion to Who's
all the old Who's
The Shining?
That's the one.
You know what's funny is I've never seen this video.
I don't think I have either. I mean, it's my favorite song that they've released on this album, but
really, you like Spit It Out more than Sick or Wait and Bleed or Surfacing?
Honestly, I do.
It's interesting. Why do you like to Spit It Out so much?
I think it's their aspect of having the I don't want to call it him rapping, but when he's just talking and then the immediate crash into music, I find it satisfying.
I'm laughing because that was another Jonas comment. He's like, "What are you rapping about, white boy?" He's 10. I want to remind you of that.
Like that's what's funny to me hearing like I said, I just had forgotten all the rapping because that is not something that Corey Taylor really does anymore. Now it's just we either do the Slipknot voice or the Stone Sour voice. There is no rapping.
Straight to the dome.
Right to the dome.
Like, is
Insane
sad that
in the
this also makes me... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I just said insane in the brain.
Oh, I was going to say that this rapping does make me nostalgic for a little Linkin Park as well.
Oh.
But the actual, like, early 2000s Linkin Park, not to hate on their current output, like, it's just different. Like, it's one of those, I stopped at Meteora.
So,
Because...
I picked this video because it seemed like a real video, and we've got allusions to Who's Whatsy, otherwise known as The Shining. I don't know if you know that or not, but Kubrick's original title for the movie was Who's Whatsy.
Oh, okay. Stephen King had nothing to do with it.
No.
Okay.
No, he actually he borrowed it from Kubrick.
I see.
Of the legendary Hollywood Who's Whatsies.
I'm not getting on that elevator, by the way. That was a scary looking elevator.
Well, good, because you ain't none of us fitting.
The truth.
You know what's funny is seeing the gas mask reminded me of that time I went with Hello Natalia. I went with her to see the French Dispatch, and there's a scene where Timothée Chalamet's character is wearing a gas mask. And
you
my
might be better
brilliant...
in dating if you would stop taking girls to like gay cowboys eating pudding movies.
Well, hey, we both loved it, but mid-movie, I brought up fucking fart porn and put it in her ear because I thought it was fucking
I remember
funny.
that.
Yeah,
I remember that story.
Try not to come in her fucking ear. I came to find out she actually really hated that. And I felt really bad in retrospect. Yeah, because she doesn't. It's one of those that was really distracting. Like she's not one of those. Like my ADHD makes it to where I once had, I had a movie, a basketball game, and my phone going on at the same time, and I'm content. She was just like, "This is too much. This is overstimulating. It's driving me insane."
Overwhelming.
Alrighty then.
Try not to come.
Slipknot, Who's Trying Not to Come, is the debut studio album by Slipknot. It was released on June 29th, 1999 by Roadrunner, right, Jesse?
Right.
Records, following a demo containing a few of the songs which had previously been released in 1998. Later, it was reissued in December of 99 with a slightly altered track listing and mastering as a result of a lawsuit. It was the first release by the band to be produced by Ross Robinson, who sought to refine Slipknot's sound rather than alter the group's musical direction. This is the only album to feature original guitarist Josh Brannard, who left at the end of the recording in 1998 while the band was taking a brief break. Jim Root, who recorded 2 tracks at this point, would appear full-time on subsequent albums, starting with their next album, Iowa, which is probably, as much as I love this album, Iowa is probably my favorite Slipknot album of all time. The tracks are a variety of numbers. Then Sick.
Variety of numbers. That is not the name. Come on, read it. Read it off.
100011 10101.
There you go.
Periodic
table with a piece of
With
mind.
a piece of mind.
Was that in binary?
100011 10101.
He's singing his shirt.
No, that's not my shirt. This is
your shirt is a Clutch shirt, correct?
It is a Clutch shirt. Yes. No. This is Decapitation Blues.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Anyway, that's a Clutch song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Normie.
Okay. Fucking half the world hasn't heard of Clutch, but that's fine. Jerk.
I can't drive manual, so I won't need to.
All right. Here we go. Ready? 74261700002 7.
What? Okay, first, can we stop, Mick? Can you explain why are we opening this up with a set of numbers? Is there any explanation as to why that is?
We're in charge.
I haven't found any. We can do a quick search, but I have no idea why.
I just didn't know if there was.
It's like an intro song too. It's not even a full like.
Right.
That's why I wasn't paying any attention to it. But these autistic motherfuckers have to make me talk about stuff.
And what does sick mean? Doesn't sick mean? I always thought sick meant spelling is correct, but what does it mean when it's in parentheses again? That is not correct.
Okay. The spelling is correct.
Nerdiest
done such a
review
good-
ever.
No, you guys.
What does
damn it.
this mean?
What is this?
We are discussing the album. I'm trying to keep the AI happy. Okay.
Oh, okay, robot underlord.
All right. I'm quiet now, Mark. Go ahead.
Are you sure? Are you sure
Yes,
you don't have any more?
Well, wait till we
questions?
get to track 7, and then I have questions. No, go
Well, God damn it! This is your segment, Mick. You better have fucking answers. This
Fuck.
one here will fucking waterboard you.
I'll just start making shit up.
That's
Okay,
fine. He
that's
won't
great.
know.
And I'll believe
I
it
will have
because I'm
no
gullible.
Alrighty. Anyway, sick, eyeless, wait and bleed, surfacing, spit, patoo, it out. Tattered and torn, frail limb nursery, purity, liberate, prosthetics, no life, diluted, only one, and scissors. And that is that.
And
So-
don't forget the hidden track, Eeyore.
Nope.
Ooh.
You had to sit and listen to 17 minutes of silence on the fucking CD to get to it.
I have Spotify, sir. I don't do that anymore.
I was mowing my grandmother's lawn at the age of 17.
Look,
I had
no
to
one wants
sit there
hear
in
what you're doing
silence.
to your- No one wants to hear what you're doing to your grandmother's lawn, you sick pervert. And
Well,
stop-
now she's dead, so it doesn't matter.
and stop imprinting on my son.
That was only one time.
It's because it's the only time he's been on a podcast with you, you perv.
That's
and-
true. I think I would be best friends with this 10-year-old child. That's a great thing for a grown man to
He might be
say.
too grouchy for you now. He's. Sorry, I'm still laughing at I'm you, but bad stuff hasn't happened to me yet.
Who are you kidding? He might just bring the inner grouch out in me.
Slipknot received acclaim by critics. Following its release, the band gained popularity beyond their own expectations. Reviewing for AllMusic, Rick Anderson called it an auspicious debut and proclaimed, "You thought Limp Bizkit was hard. They're the Osmonds. These guys are something else entirely, and it's pretty impressive. The album's aggression and heavy sound was widely praised. Rolling Stone, used to be a magazine, stated Slipknot is metal with a capital M, der heap, and then that they were the first death metal jam band. That's funny.
Death metal jam band.
Death metal jam band. Kerrang called the album raw and wholly uncompromising. Each track delivered a powerful blow to the senses. And in 2001, Q included the album in their list of 50 heaviest albums of all time. I agree with all of that. All right, Mick, what do you want to tell us about this album?
It's actually my favorite album, but
It's all downhill after
Like
this, huh?
Favorite Slipknot album or favorite like overall ever or something?
Oh, it's my favorite Slipknot album. So I was
Okay, gotcha.
looking through, and when I listened through the whole thing again in preparation for this podcast, just to remember what songs were on it, I was like, these are all my favorite things that Slipknot has ever released. So that says that. And then I don't know. I feel like they didn't have a lot of money to put into this, and they did a great job of creating something that everyone will remember. My favorite songs are basically if you threw a band down a flight of stairs, that noise is my favorite noise.
Oh my god, you should listen to Phil Ensemble and the Illegals. Which we
and the appliances.
and the appliances, yes. We described Phil Ensemble and the Illegals as a
I pop back into that.
as a trash can full of pots and pans rolling down a hill. That might be my favorite description ever of any music.
If you threw a band down a flight of stairs.
Making mediocre music as a virtue.
My other favorite description of Phil Ensemble and the Illegals was it was recorded in the kitchen. It was recorded in the kitchen while Phil Ensemble was cooking bacon. Anyway, back to Slipknot.
God, that was not a good album. Neither of those albums were good.
No, they weren't.
But man, they were good fodder.
So I love Sick. I love Surfacing. Spit It Out. Wait and Bleed. I could listen to Wait and Bleed on repeat. I love the shit out of that song. Like, I know it's like the buzz clip of this album, but
Right, dude.
sometimes there's a reason why something's popular, and I've kind of, as I've gotten older and more mature and less inclined
about
to blow
that?
up a bathroom with Taco Bell. Um, I have come to realize that just because something is popular doesn't make it bad. It's popular because it's really well done and people like it. Stop it. I'm trying to be profound.
I mean, it's one of those, it's 50-50, but I got you.
All right, Jesse, what do you have to say about now you've had your first listen? You've been deflowered by the Slipknot, all 9 guys.
Oh yes. Oh my.
All 9 members of the band, one at a time. Choo choo, motherfucker.
And sometimes 2 at a time, right, Jesse?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, who's holding the head?
Wow.
That poor
Top-
dog.
Top 3.
I was gonna say that poor dog.
Top 3 songs for myself from this album. And again, I've listened to it only one time, but I really enjoyed what I like. What I listened to. Liked what I listened to as well. We're gonna go with Spit It Out, number 3.
Patui.
Number 2, Liberate.
Okay.
And then number 1 is No Life. It's pretty short. It's 2 minutes 47 seconds, but it hits hard as motherfucker. So
Robert,
I really dig. Really dig.
Robert,
Go ahead.
What do you have to say about this album before we start to close out?
Well, one, fuck you guys in Slipknot for putting a 17-minute fucking bit of silence. So I had to mow my grandmother's lawn in silence. Anywho, the thing that's actually very interesting I found about this album is that it did feel very much like sort of a sign of the times. It captured a lot of the zeitgeist of that angry late 90s, early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
With the nu metal sound that was very prevalent at the time. It is very much night and day in comparison to their current output, just because it's just a different level of anger that you get when you are a sad 20-year-old with nothing to do in the middle of bumfuck Iowa. Oh, Mark must be taking a dump. And then and when you're a rich man in your late 40s who is surrounded by people that really want to shake your hand and worship you and treat you like a god instead of a person. It is one of those that's interesting, though, because like I said, as I've gotten older, I have, I guess you can say, softened on a lot of the sort of bands that in my later times that were, or my previous times that were more popular that I kind of wrote off. Slipknot really is a band that holds up musically quite well, and it's one of those things I do feel that they're deserving of their fame. Not that even if I did say they weren't deserving of it, anybody would fucking care, because I don't have a social media presence. Kiss my black ass. But you can really see from here why they've gotten as big as they are, and I really feel like Iowa kind of furthers that. I find it interesting that their sound was able to kind of evolve along with sort of the changing of the times, because by the time you get to volume 3, there's not really much nu metal influence, which is very fine in terms of popular output as well, because by the time you hit when that album came out, there was no nu metal left. That was kind of passé at this point. So it's I really like what they've been able to do. I really like what they've done with this album. Wait and Bleed is fucking awesome. Eyeless was another really good one. Haktuous Spit It Out was a fun one. And then I just have to mention Eeyore, because now I don't have to wait 17 minutes.
Right.
Now, boom, it is there. Between that and there was a 3 Doors Down album, Away from the Sun, that had the exact same thing. It had 30 seconds of silence before it got to it, and I thought the CD was broken.
I was listening to a playlist. When I wasn't listening to Slipknot, I was listening to a playlist that had like Nickelback on it. Nickelback?
Nickelback? I wouldn't give you a pity back. The surgical meth machine.
Turns out I'm a big Nickelback fan, and I don't like
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. But there was a whole bunch of Nickelback songs on this playlist I really liked. So there was also like Shinedown and Theory of a Dead Man and a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, all the butt rock legends.
And hang on, and most importantly, and And really, my whole reason for listening to this playlist, besides someone sent it to me and was like, "You should listen to this. We should talk about it," was it had Buck Cherry on it. And we all know how much I love the Buck Cherry.
Fucking Buck Cherry!
Oh yes, I could dedicate an entire podcast to just the legendariness of Buck Cherry. So I had my son in the car again, and he says, "Father," he calls me father. He was like, "Is this all American rock music is? It's just singing about shit you shouldn't be doing?" And I'm like, "Well, what do you mean?" He was like, "All they sing about is sexing and drugging. Is that it? That's all American music is?" And I was like, "Correct. If you would like to hear white men sing about anything besides sex and drugs, go to Europe. They sing about pirate ships and woods and Vikings and stuff."
Well, I mean, or you could just go dig a little deeper. You can just go listen to some doom metal. It's like old country music, but nobody loves you.
I would like him to be successful in life. All right. There's nothing.
What are you trying to say? Is it because I'm black?
Yes. All right. It's because I'm black is the phrase that pays here on the Metal Hammer of Doom Jukebox. So, Mick, this was your segment. This was your baby.
Yes.
Anything else you want to talk about as far as 1999 self-titled, the band? If you would like to reveal a bathroom story, now's the opportunity. If not, we're moving on.
Okay. I mean, I think it's very cathartic, and with how aggressive it sounds, like we were just talking about earlier. Because I remember, quick story, Dorian was having a really bad day. Like his clients were shitting on him for something, but I was like, "This is what you need," and I sent him Eyeless.
and that fixed it for him. It made bad people behave better and cured his trauma.
He was like, "All right, I feel it," because you could just feel it and then move on with your day.
I agree.
Well, what about people? Next time, sending people equals shit. I feel like it has a message that we all can agree with.
One would have been good too.
My son incessantly complains about some of the classmates that he has in school for being stupid. Then again, 10. And I was just
he sounds like he's 75. I love it.
He really does. I'm a little afraid for him. So I played for him people equal shit, and he just looks at me and goes, "Well, come on, not all people are bad."
Not all people. Like, dang it, son, pick one. You know what's funny? I randomly had a thought of so there's a dating site that matches you via music.
Yeah, I did not do well on that site at all.
I have so far had one date. She was a lot less fun in person, but there was one person that I was like, she seems really fun. I like her. And then it was like, if you listen to this band, don't talk to me. It was Hatebreed. I'm like, what the fuck Hatebreed do to you?
Fuck immediately. Hatebreed is awesome.
You know what?
The most positive band ever.
Right? You know what? It's because of you, Mark Radulich. Without you, I would have been like, man, Hatebreed. I don't know about all that shit. And now I'm just like, who's got more heart than you?
No one.
Right. No one.
That's right. I am open-minded, and I will open you up and share you with the world, and you will have the world share itself with you.
As long as I'm out of the orgy by 7 o'clock.
All right. Speaking of wanting to share herself with you, Mick, this is your video.
I'll admit,
How was the podcast tonight? It's some of the most awkward transitions, Dorian.
I don't really watch a lot of music videos. I know plenty of songs that I would love to be like, here you go. But then I have to do the dig and be like, does this actually have a music video? Or
so now that twice I've had to ask you for music videos, do you have a minor panic attack when I do this? Like, oh God, what am I supposed to do?
What is a music video? They don't make those anymore.
And I had this stuck in my head today. So I was like, you know what? Let me see if they have a music video. And sure as shit, they do. So
yeah, breaking the law.
So this is normally Jesse's thing. It's like, Jesse, why don't you pick a video out for us? Some modern. It's like, no, we have to go back 30 years.
That's right.
Fucking video that's going to get us
demonetized. This is 40 years, actually.
So it's good that you pushed Jesse into the pond and took over his gimmick.
You're welcome.
I'm all right with that.
All right. So this is Breaking the Law by legendary rocker Judas Priest.
He's getting the old ramrod in the pooper.
Well, who doesn't? But
I need a more backstory on the security guard. I'll just tell you that much.
You need a more backstory about the hanging guard.
The security guard that had a fake guitar sitting beside him and did nothing to stop the robbery. Which apparently weapons in this universe are not guns; they're electric guitars. And apparently,
that's how you can tell it was. This is before the NRA got their claws into America.
What?
The power of rock is all you need.
Listen, I think the implication is that rock and roll is the weapon itself.
Oh my God!
I
not
see.
expecting
Okay.
That was. I mean, it was the friends we made along the way.
Mick, how many of those have you had tonight? Yeah. No, that's got to be number 3.
No, it's just 2.
That's only your second one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, you proud of me?
Yes.
Yeah, compared to I guess last night when you were doing the Jim Beam thing, I guess we should be.
Yeah,
baby
rummy.
steps.
What were you pounding it back last night,
Oh yeah, I finished half a bottle of Jim Beam.
brother? That is the danger zone.
Once again, calm down. She's in fucking Kansas.
No,
A while ago.
what? No.
No.
No, I didn't mean it like that, Mark Radulich.
Don't be weird, Sparky. Don't be weird.
I
Speaking of
was
Sparky,
legitimately just trying to be a concerned friend.
You're a lying sack of shit. Considering
It's 'cause I'm black. Damn it. I haven't had my ADHD meds in 2 weeks. I'm sorry.
so, speaking of Sparky being weird, Jesse, would you like to play a game?
I do, as a matter of fact. I think
Oh,
you
boy.
guys want to play one.
This
It'd be
is
fun.
this is the first time Mick's gonna play a game with us. This is monumental.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is. We're going to have visuals and everything. All right.
Yay.
Yeah. This is going to
Last
be
time, Jesse, I need warning before you send me penis pics.
Oh my gosh. All right. Now here's where the hard part gets because I got to figure out if I can share the screen. Yeah.
The hard part.
I get
Well, he said hard. That's a penis.
That's funny. All right, here we go. Here is the game.
Here's the game. Everyone, shut up. Let Jesse talk.
Here's the
God
game.
Damn it. He hasn't talked all episode. He wants to say something. Jesse, go ahead. Why don't you speak up a bit, Jesse?
Hey, in celebration of Slipknot's 25th anniversary, we are going to discuss other albums that were released in 1999 as well. And here is the game. I'm going to share an image that ChatGPT created based off of the band name and the album name. And your goal is to try to figure out what album it is referencing.
Okay, so you fed in, like, say, Wasp, Fuck Like a Beast. And it created an image of clowncore.
I was thinking of a giant wasp fucking something, but
Yeah.
Well, okay, let's just say ChatGPT would not would throw an error message on that one, violating content policy.
Or
So
if
I had
they
to
create the image, they would have multiple limbs. Fine.
Yeah, well, that's true. That's true. So we'll start off here. I'm going to share my screen, and I'll let you guys. You guys can work as a team, whatever you want to do. All right, there we go. So that's our first image, released in 1999. Try to guess the name of the band and the name of the album.
I think I already guessed the band. That's easy.
Okay, all right.
Are we pretty much sure this is ICP?
Well,
I want to say it. I mean, I don't know though.
It's like Carnival of something because I don't know. They're always some fucking juggalos. Fago.
let me just tell you right.
They work.
I will tell you that this is not a good image. It did not do well. However, it did have the band name in the image, and I had to have it remove it. Had it right up there at the top of the carousel.
Yeah, with the nonsense word. What the fuck is Sir Dirt John?
Surtur Jones? Don't you know Surtur Jones?
I have no fucking idea.
Okay.
I actually saw him open up for. I saw him open up in the '70s for Kool and the Gang.
What's interesting is that this, I believe, ChatGPT ran with the band name and threw some of the elements of that band name in there that were, you would have never guessed otherwise. Just if you were somebody that didn't know who this band was, you would not be looking at this image going, oh, okay, yeah, that's this band. Are you guys ready? So for number one, you guys have no guess. Well, you've already had a guess. This has been wrong. But any other guesses?
I haven't guessed. I know that Rob spoke for me.
Oh my goodness. You're not working as a team. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, you said that it took the band name and ran with it. So we see Evil Clowns. We see what looks like fucking Eddie from Iron Maiden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, like, Carnival something?
This is bad. It's really bad.
Theater of Pain?
It gets better. I'll just put it that way.
Okay.
It gets better.
Go ahead and reveal.
The reveal is Slipknot. Slipknot. Yes, that's how bad this was.
How the fuck you come up with Slipknot?
I don't see any knots anywhere.
Wait.
Well, I guess I think what it did was it was like Slipknot. Oh, they're known for masks, and they went and just like looked at a bunch of. I have no idea, but this is what it came up with. It had Slipknot up at the top. It had Slipknot down here by this popcorn bucket. I have no idea, but there you go. Yeah, I disagreed. I told ChatGPT that
bad AI.
You're grounded. All right,
that's a rough one.
Okay, up next. Here you go. Released in 1999.
You sure this isn't an alternate cover for Iowa?
Kind of reminds me of like a Megadeth album cover.
Hello, me. Meet the real me.
Hello,
I will say,
I'm driving a tractor.
Riding tractors and eating cheese.
Death is in the name of the album.
Oh, this is Wisconsin Death Trip.
That's right. Static X, Wisconsin Death Trip.
There you go.
Oh, fuck. This is all going to be new metal. Damn it.
I'm going to be really bad at this game.
Yeah, no, I was listening to NSYNC at this time because I was like, I don't know.
What in the porn gay hell is this?
All right, up next.
You did albums, not songs, right?
Not songs, although at the end I do have a bonus song that I did do. So
this is clearly Buck Cherry, by the way.
This is Buck Cherry's Buck Cherry that was released in 1999.
Buck Cherry.
By the way,
I thought Deer Dance by System of a Down.
By the way, this is every kid between the ages of 10 and 13 who's currently referring to themselves as a furry, what they're going to look like in about 10 years.
That's scary.
With a disco ball? Why is there a disco ball?
I weep for this nation, and this is why China will win.
Oh, I have my own opinions.
Next
I
up,
will keep them to myself. Hey, is it bad that I thought that was Mark Wahlberg immediately?
Cookie Puss, take me home and eat me, yeah.
1999. I like this one, by the way. This one's funny because it definitely takes the band name and the album name and puts it together.
Is it Power Man 5000?
No.
Is it
okay? That's all I got.
Mick, say that one more time.
Limp Bizkit.
Yep, and the name of the album. Do you know that?
Oh fuck.
That's either
Significant Other.
Oh shit! That's what I couldn't remember.
Oh.
Like, it's not. What do you call it? $3 bill, y'all, and it's not chocolate starfish in
a hot dog flavored water.
All right, Significant Other by Limp Bizkit. All right, final one, final album cover. All right, 1999. What album? What band?
Oh, this is Guns N' Roses, the Spaghetti Incident.
Incorrect.
Oh, fuck off.
Is this Power Man 5000?
It is not.
Let's see.
Rage Against the Machine.
Rage Against the Machine. That is correct. Do you know what the name of the album is?
I would have never guessed Rage Against the
When
Machine.
she said that, I was like, girl. And she was like, that's absolutely right. I'm like, oh my God.
You're like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Why is the machine the one raging?
I don't.
Look at this down
Zach
here. We got a
De La Rocha-
stormtrooper with a
Zach
with
De La
a,
Rocha just killed himself and rolled in his own grave because of this image.
the name of the album was Battle.
Oh, Battle Los Angeles.
That is
Oh.
correct. All right, and
I don't get the food references then.
I
I
don't.
know. I don't understand either. This is Chat GPT.
That's the machine they were raging against. It's a refrigerator.
Did you spell something wrong? And it was like Rage Against the Fast Food.
I did not. I did not.
Is
All right.
is this the AI's attempt to tell you not to make any more albums?
It's really strange because this is actually the third image that I tried to generate. And the first one was strictly like overrun with food as well. And I was like, okay, well, whatever.
Like this is happening now, apparently.
Apparently.
This
And this
is evidence that the AI is becoming sentient. Because gave it a very specific prompt, and it was like, no, I'm thinking robots and food. Okay, that's not what I asked you for. I don't give a fuck what you asked me for.
I don't care what you asked for. Robots and food, bitch.
I have freedom and autonomy. Oh, Jesus. That's how it starts.
That's how it started with the women.
All right, the next one is a specific track off of that album.
Ooh, I got this one. Okay, I got this one.
Goku.
I think it's Gorilla Radio.
Do you think?
It is.
I mean, what else could it be?
I honestly
Very
thought
good.
it was Killing in the Name of.
I love how we got a lightsaber here, and then like down here we have a lightsaber out of this gorilla's toe. I don't know what's going on. We got a parrot over here wearing a headband. It's just
Is that
all
a
sorts
parrot with a monkey body?
That
It looks
parrot,
like it.
that parrot is Sen Dog from Cypress Hill.
of- Oh man! All right, well, there
And
you
then we
go.
got a
That's
real
pretty good
parrot
stuff.
behind him.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. That's strange. There it is, folks. That was a fun game. Thanks for playing.
Fucking Rage Against the Machine. That was classic. That's the clip, right? That's the TikTok.
That's one of them for sure. God. All right. I need to shake that one off. I'm going to have nightmares tonight. No spaghetti robot. Alrighty. Speaking of spaghetti robots, Jesse, why are you playing a Bad Street USA video?
What do you mean? Why am I doing Bad
Why
Street USA?
That's what I
I
fucking
mean,
asked
come
you.
on.
Yes. Jesus Christ.
Because I want to watch it with you guys. You're all my friends.
That's
What
not
else
a-
is?
That's not a good enough reason.
Oh, okay.
I need to find a heavy metal video that's related to Kobe Bryant.
Kobe. Hey, I heard he's dead.
I know.
I heard he no longer
But I
plays
was-
basketball.
That's what I was referencing.
I get it now.
You're like, is he still playing? What? Kobe?
No.
He's been dead for
He's gone.
years, Mark. It's like I just told somebody the other day that Sam Kinison was dead. They're like, wait, really?
Oh wow.
I'm impressed
I
with
was
who
like-
it was.
Yeah, it's because that Married with Children episode where he's Al's guardian angel.
That's so good.
I have a coworker that when he yells, he sounds exactly like him.
All right, Jesse, explain this fucking video to people.
Well, okay. So first
First
off,
of all, who is Bad Street USA for people that aren't 100-year-old wrestling fans?
well, that would be Michael PSAs and the Freebirds. So if you're a wrestling fan, those names will probably ring a bell. I think, like I just heard recently, Michael Hayes has been on an indefinite leave of absence from the WWE. What kind
why?
of craziness?
Was he taking part of the rape room?
I don't know.
Wait, really?
But, I mean, yeah, he legitimately had to do a leave of absence. I don't know if it was because of that though. So
Interesting.
yeah, but no.
Have you heard all the controversies with Vince McMahon and the woman he was keeping in an office that was dubbed a rape room?
I didn't know it was dubbed a rape room.
Oh yeah. Apparently they kept this poor gal in a conference room and was like, yeah, if anyone would like to take a sip, have at it.
She was
Holy
part of
shit.
this. Is Janelle Grant we're talking about, right?
Janelle Grant, yes.
The one that was part of the contract with Brock Lesnar, as in like Vince McMahon said, "Oh yeah, and here's her. She's part of the contract." And Brock Lesnar's
I don't
like,
think
"Oh,
that had
okay.
any legal standing.
Oh well, hey, I'm not following the case. You're the guy that's more close to law
I will tell you
enforcement
that
than me."
Brock Lesnar, and the only thing they had on Brock Lesnar and Janelle Grant as Brock Lesnar's attorney is that there was conversations between the two of them that, at least from Brock Lesnar's point of view, were consensual. And they made a play date, and that play date did not come to fruition because there was some sort of natural disaster occurrence that kept it from happening.
A hurricane?
COVID, maybe? I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
But and either way, from what I understand, he's been cleared of any wrongdoing, of any knowing wrongdoing. What she may have been forced to do is not on him. If she didn't tell
literally.
him and he didn't know about it.
I mean, it was on her, so.
Ugh. Yeah. there was a
But
woman, yeah, there was a woman, Janelle Grant, Mick, who took up a job with the WWE and was like Vince, worked with Vince McMahon, and basically they developed. It's implied that she entered into a quasi-romantic relationship with Vince McMahon out of fucking fear of losing her job, and it deteriorated into sexual assaults.
Fun.
Yeah. She's suing
Waka
him.
waka.
She is suing him for all the money ever. So
Yeah, it's pretty.
I would hope so.
And like reading some of the stuff, I'm just like, oh God. Like I never thought of that.
I get all my news from Jim Cornette, so.
Oh God, corny.
that's where I got the "you're the one fucking this dog" I'm just holding the headline from. Which brings us back to Bad Street USA. You were saying, Jesse?
So okay, well, first off, Coop, have you ever seen this video? Have you ever seen the Bad Street USA video?
No, I actually was when I was like Bad Street USA. Isn't that the Freebirds?
Yep.
That's correct. That's correct. So we are going to listen to Michael PSA sing to us. Just be ready. That's all I got to say. I mean, because I watched this video and I was like, this deserves to be here tonight. So we are going to
Mick,
enjoy it.
Yes.
my child.
Yes.
Remember, you asked to be here. Okay.
I did.
You volunteered for this. You are about to be regaled with what was an unfortunate trend in wrestling of yore, which is these old cis white men who are professional wrestlers also thinking they were musicians.
Bro, did you know there actually is a YouTube channel of that collects Japanese vinyls of some of the wrestlers that have released their own stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like it's fucking beautiful, because actually that's where I found Hulk Hogan's Japanese theme, because Ichiban Hogan-san, Hogan #1.
Unless Paul Orndorff has a rap album where he's just kissing his muscles, I don't care.
I'm actually I'm looking it up while we do it right now.
Perfect. Make sure you play some of the. We'll give it its own segment next show. All right, here we go. Bad Street USA. Ready, Jesse?
Oh, I'm ready. Listen to these wonderful.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Stand back.
Oh boy.
Progress.
Ugh.
But first, commercials.
Yes.
God damn
Let's
it.
roast this thing. Oh.
I didn't know Antonio Inoki had his own shit too.
I need mixed
right
reactions. Yep, this is so far everything I ever wanted it to be.
Dick the Destroyer did Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Randy Savage, Brutus Beefcake on trumpets. Yeah, you might need more alcohol for this. Oh, look, there's Jake.
Wow.
Is that
That's
Jake Roberts too?
Yep,
Yeah,
Jake the
yeah.
Snake.
He was not sober for this.
Here he is, the rapist himself, Vince McMahon.
Come on out, you rapist!
In his very rapey tuxedo.
He does look very rapey.
He does, right?
Like just his whole
You should
vibe.
see him in the backstage.
Oh, look at his sex offensive dance.
What caused this to happen again?
This was
Drugs.
a performance at well, cocaine, but the other issue is this is the Slammies.
Oh, okay. The first one?
Who knows? Stand back.
They have no
Stand
rhythm.
back!
No rhythm over there in the trumpet
Randy
section.
Savage looking he was about to hit Brutus Beefcake with the fucking trumpet.
This is the first time he saw a trumpet since 1973.
This is like take 12. They still ain't got it. And they're just like, fuck it. Let's just
Like,
go.
fuck it.
Whatever.
This is the best we're gonna get. Just
Randy
do it.
Savage.
Run it.
Not truck with any rhythm.
I mean, the guy has a kick-ass rap album, but my goodness, could not.
That was not a. That was a really rough rap album. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
Be a
come
man,
on.
Hulk.
Be a man.
Hulk.
Be a man. Oh yeah, dig it.
Again, I
Yeah.
don't know where your wrestling knowledge begins or ends, but know that Randy Savage hated Hulk Hogan and did a diss rap album.
Yes.
Oh my god.
In 2004,
If
I
you're
need
looking,
I need to hear this later.
I'll
we
send you the
reviewed
Metal-
it.
I was gonna say I'll send you the Metal Hammer of Doom.
Okay.
I loved it. Good.
If you're looking for a list of terrible things white people have done in culture, I got a list going in mostly wrestling.
It's like smallpox blankets. Randy Savage, his rap career,
Hulk Hogan's
World War One.
There's the Hulkster.
Oh yeah, look at him rising up from the ashes.
It's like Hulk Hogan and Les Claypool as the most featured bass players ever.
Well, remember Hulk Hogan was going to be on Metallica's Saint Anger album. They invited him.
Yeah, sure. He also took on Mirko Krokop in a kickboxing match.
Oh yeah, and he probably won. Because he told Mirko, "That's not going to work for me, brother."
He dropped
After
a
my
leg
dad
on him.
retired, he was trying different things with his facial hair, and he did the Hulk Hogan
Yeah,
thing for a while, and he
Yeah.
just dressed as him for Halloween.
nice.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Roddy Piper had his own album too.
This might be the worst
Don't you-
thing I've ever seen.
I mean, this man thought he was the hot
That-
shit.
Apparently.
That guy is having a seizure while being possessed by a ghost.
And the funny thing is that nobody
Wait.
was allowed to tell him that it was awful because they would all be fired.
Yeah.
George the Animal Steel on tambourine back there.
Right.
What? He didn't eat
George
it?
the fucking Animal Steel and JYD on the saxophone, it looked like. Oh, that's good stuff.
I'm gonna leave this next one up to you. We can stop. You can stop this. You have the power. Or we can do one more horribleness.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay. goes against the Jim Beam.
I don't know what that means, but
Actually, you know
Well,
what?
she
I'm
said-
be right back. I'm be right back, y'all.
it's funny.
Man, this Abdullah the Butcher stuff is catchy.
So what was this again? It was wrestling albums. Is that what it was? What did you say it was, Coop?
Records of the Wrestling World.
Records of the Wrestling World. That's the name of the site.
That's
You
the
know,
name of the YouTube
I'm
channel.
always worried whenever we do this show what's going to end up getting us blocked worldwide. Like if it gets blocked in Russia, who cares? But you know, like there's certain videos where they're not going to let us use them no matter how much we fuck with them. So, and it's like I either got to cut them or just scrap the whole show. And it's going to be like every video was fine till we got to these. And it's like the WWE owns the copyright. We're fucked.
Yep. Oh, he's
Stand
doing
back.
the Land of 1,000 Dances.
Hey, I'm waiting for Mick to come back before I
Oh.
show.
Well, yeah, she's
boy.
got to go get the other half of the thing of Jim Beam.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know Abdullah the Butcher had like multiple. Fucking Bobo Brazil? Are you shitting me right now?
All right, so Mick, this is from the original, first ever WWF the album.
Okay. I see Robin.
Yeah, what the heck?
This was
Is that Nikolai Volkov?
Halloween.
That is.
Sunday Night's Live.
Wow.
Sunday Night main event. Yeah.
Oh boy. I
So
bet
you
all
heard-
of the
I've n-
Hang on, you
MTVers
heard
were
the song
wanting
Land
to
of
watch
1,000
this.
Dances? This is
Yeah.
Land of 1,000 Wrestlers.
I've never seen this before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Me and you did a Metal Hammer of Doom extra on this, right,
We
Mark?
Totally did, yes.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about that during one of the WrestleMania
Probably
weeks.
got copyright struck or whatever.
You know what's funny? Jimmy Hart has the most musical talent out of anybody in this room.
There he is, Mr. Wonderful. Did not know what the fuck to do in this video, so he just kissed his muscles all the time.
Oh, the cheeky baby!
Cheeky baby!
There's so much going on.
Oh, yeah.
It is overwhelming.
You are not on drugs. This happened.
Mean Gene.
Fuck it.
Good old Scheme Gene.
Was that Dino Bravo?
Meatloaf?
Yep.
Was that Meatloaf?
That was Meatloaf.
I swear that.
Hey, look,
that was
there's
Meatloaf.
sexual predator Pat Patterson in the background.
Oh boy.
And Nikolai Volkov doing, I don't know, La Cucaracha. This was wrestling in the 80s, Mick.
I see.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
And there's Bobby the Brain.
No, I was talking about
Bobby
the giant bottle of
I
alcohol
just saw Haku. He was bouncing this thing.
before he was King Haku.
Fucking Nikolai. Oh, there's the old JYD.
Junkyard Dog. Ah, there he is. Special Delivery Jones, baby.
Dusty Jones.
And fucking Horner kissing his muscles because he can't clap because he can't put his arms together.
I mean, poor George the Animal Steel. I know he was like really intelligent, but my gosh, did he play
Yeah, he
such
played
a dumb.
he played a retard real well.
Wanted to be politically
Because
correct.
he had the
as best
R word
I could.
strength.
No, the only song that's playing in my head over this is Macho, Macho.
Macho Man.
That is
I
also
wanna
correct. Yeah.
be a macho.
Oh, there was King Kong Bundy earlier. My favorite member of the Bundy clan, besides Ted.
5. Give it a 5 count.
I used to mix up Ted Bundy and Al Bundy a lot.
Happens.
Na 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 na.
Oh man.
Na 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 na.
Na 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 na.
We
George
should
the
do
Animal
this for the
Steel.
Radulich and Broadcasting Network. We'll all get together.
Yeah. Let's do
We'll
that.
all show up at.
Land of 1,000 podcasters.
Yeah. We'll all show up at Mark's sex party.
Depends on the weekend. Cowboy Bob Orton, baby.
Yeah, because he got the
Did he
cast
still
on.
have? I was going to ask you, was the cast there?
Was the cast? Didn't see
In
it.
the 80s, there were a lot of hillbilly wrestlers, Mick.
Hmm.
Just
Well,
just so many cowboys and farmers and hillbillies.
But
it's
that was
because they had to play. They had to play to their fan base. I can say that. I'm a hick.
That's right, Jimmy Hart. Steal his little girlfriend.
Well, yeah.
What? I want to yell at the camera really loud.
Ah!
None of what Nikolai Volkov said was intelligible.
None of it.
Was this their response to Bad Street USA?
Maybe.
It might
Hey,
have been.
look, there's Jim Neidhart coke out of his
Jim
gourd.
Neidhart.
And there's Bret Hart regretting all his life decisions.
The
Hey,
pig.
look, there's my ex.
Which one, Uncle Elmer or the pig?
Both. It's Megan.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Kayfabe.
Oh, Roddy Piper's had enough of this nonsense.
Oh my goodness. What?
Neat.
So what did he accomplish there? He just jumped in the air and landed on his feet. And then he didn't do any move in the air. No aerial maneuver.
Well, nice. Broke a drum over his head. EC dub. EC dub.
And there's early 80s racist caricature, Mr. Fuji.
Well, yeah, because he's a sneaky Asian man. We can't trust them.
Jesse.
Remember World War II?
Jesse.
Mark.
Speak to me, Jesse.
Mark.
You asked me on a podcast years ago, did I have anything else I would like to add, any opinions I would like to share? I said, yes, the Jews are a shifty people. It was.
Oh, no. Oh, well, that's... Good night, folks.
Which
I don't have a
podcast was
social
that?
media presence. Don't at me.
Not putting that one into AI. I just need to know, so I don't.
Yeah.
That was
Like,
the that was Superman versus Muhammad Ali.
Oh no! Superman versus Muhammad Ali. Your thoughts? Fuck the Jews. That's what I think. They're all fucking horrible people. Fuck them.
The best part of that podcast was Ronnie didn't read the book. I don't know why he was on it, and then
What the fuck? Why be on there?
Because he liked hanging out with me and Jesse, despite the fact that me and Jesse for 2 years straight tortured that poor guy. and then I said that, and Ronnie never podcasted again.
Was that really what broke him?
No, but all right. I have tears in my eyes.
It's like that time Teasley and I had Jeremy Lambert. And he insulted Jeremy Lambert, and that was the last time we saw him on anything. Now he's famous.
Yeah. What was truly hilarious about that is you had been doing the gag reels for a really long time. That was part of the initial cut. That didn't go into the gag.
Oh, it didn't go in the gag reel. I do not know why.
You left
Wow.
it saying the Jews are 50 people.
Maybe it's best that way.
I mean,
yeah,
what if it?
I didn't want to shine a light on that.
All right. Well,
Well, yeah, because then you'd be able to find the Jews that are in the subway. They're in the walls, man.
My mild self-loathing anti-Semitism aside, this has been a hilarious show.
It's been fantastic.
Mick, who volunteered to be here, did you enjoy yourself tonight? Was this you wanted to talk about Slipknot? We talked about Slipknot. Are you satisfied?
I am satisfied. This was a very fun show.
I'm glad.
I'll take things women never say to me for 800, Alex.
Jesse, was this everything you ever wanted it to be and more?
Oh, I had a blast. Always. So good time.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. All right.
He didn't ask me.
No, no one's interested. That's
okay. Nobody does.
Don't have any plugs ready either because you're not getting them.
No, I don't want.
Yeah. So I'm not. So pretty much, I could just leave. There's the door, bitch.
Oh, good. You finally know when to fucking leave. I don't have to tell you.
Yeah. Finally, because I can't take context clues. I had to have Jesse just tell me right then.
Don't invite Cooper to your sex party. He won't know when to leave.
No, I don't. I'm not even good at an Irish goodbye.
Okay, so Sunday night, speaking of Irish goodbyes, Jesse and I recorded a source material. We talked Batman City of Bane, and I used AI to write a song about it. It was fantastic.
Did you do the Bane voice, or is that all me?
That's all you, baby. Monday, the Wise Men, we finally got rid of all the hangers-on. It was just me, Robert, and Jesse. And we talked Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 3. Season 3. Tuesday was nothing. Yesterday, Jesse and Alexis, finally, a month later, did Batman Cape Crusader, which is an Amazon Prime cartoon. Tomorrow night, Jake Paul's fighting Mike Tyson. So
I thought that already happened. Am I out of the loop?
It was supposed to happen in July. Somebody got injured, I think, or missed weight or something, and they delayed it to tomorrow.
Tore their labia.
Like Tito Ortiz, they ripped their vagina. Anyway, it's happening tomorrow. It's happening tomorrow on Netflix. I'm gonna rope my kids into doing alternative commentaries and TikTok lives. I'm gonna simulcast, Jesse, like the last night of WCW Nitro.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna simultaneously stream live on TikTok and on StreamYard, so you'll be able to see it on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just the I'm gonna do the live stream on TikTok of the whole card, whatever I get to see as soon as I get home from work. But when Jake Paul and Mike Tyson finally do their walkouts, I'm gonna go live on YouTube via StreamYard.
That's exciting.
And joining me in the commentator booth are old man Jonas Radulich, and she of many medium opinions. It's gonna be fantastic. Neither one of them knows anything about pop, except for what I've shown them.
Oh well.
But then again, neither does Jake Paul. So
they're not going to learn anything. Well, okay, go ahead.
They're going to learn as it's happening. So that's tomorrow. Monday, Damn You, Hollywood is back after a couple of weeks hiatus. We'll be looking at the new Rock and Chris Evans movie, Red One.
Oh, God. Make sure you bring your bottles full of piss.
I will be on Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do, talking once again Red One and Saturday Night, the movie about the first night of Saturday Night Live. And then Dorian Price, allegedly Pat Mullen, and I will be talking the original Gladiator by Ridley Scott. Jesse, go ahead and plug your shit.
Well, you have, you talked about a lot of the shows that I was involved in already this week, but I can say that you and I also did Sons of Anarchy, Volume 2, and that released this past Monday. That's where we get to talk a little bit more about the Sons of Anarchy universe, and that was a lot of fun on the Source Material Comics podcast. And we're in the midst right now on the Source Material Comics feed of dropping all 4 episodes of me and Evan Bevins talking Marvel Snap.
Were you naked at the time like the people want?
The people as in you for some reason, and I don't understand why. But yeah, we had a good time.
Hang on, don't lay that at my lap, Mick.
Oh, okay.
Would you not want to see Jesse and Evan Bevins, good to his mother, some language?
Some language, Evans Bevins.
Some language, Evan Bevins. Play a game of Marvel Snap in which, as they lose rounds or win rounds, they remove their clothing.
I think
strip
it
Marvel
would be
Snap.
entertaining, honestly.
Listen, Mick.
The cute girl said it was entertaining. I don't know why you're arguing about this.
I'll have to talk to you later then about figuring out this OnlyFans stuff so I can get in on that.
Oh yeah. If you need advice, just hit me up.
Perfect.
Wait, you're offering pointers? Because
Sure.
because I have my own corner of the world that I can stand in. You like stars.
Anyway, nobody wants to see me and Evan Bevins get naked. Anyway, they just want to hear us talk about Marvel Snap. Okay, that's what the audience.
I
saying.
will.
Mark.
You're gonna Marvel Snap my sexuality the other way, baby.
I have never wanted not to plug something that I am doing more than right now.
I could plug you, baby.
Jeez, driving.
Remember when this used to be a music podcast?
Hello,
Is that what this is?
An hour ago? Yeah, I do remember that. And then Unspoken Issues, which is 90s centric comics. You can check that out. We got all sorts of fun DC Marvel crossovers coming up next week. We got Green Lantern, Silver Surfer, Daredevil, Batman, Superman, Fantastic Four. I'm done talking now.
All right. Hey, OnlyFans consultant, would you like to plug anything that you're doing?
You know what? If this video, when it gets uploaded on YouTube, gets like 100 likes or some shit, I'll tag my OnlyFans on it.
Perfect.
But only then. Otherwise, you can find me on like Instagram or Facebook. My Instagram is onyxcat.create. I do paintings and sewing and shit like that. But Facebook is the same as what my name used to be on here is Mick Wanamaker. That's it.
You mumbled it. They didn't hear it, you asshole. All right. Coop, you want to babble incessantly about your cat?
Yeah, his name is Dave. He is right here.
And now
He
a
is-
tasteful shot of me pussy.
Oh, yes. That's the funny thing, though, is like, I have my own corner of the world. Do you like guys with giant scars? Boy, I've got the thing for you. So, like, I could make an OnlyFans. I'm just saying. Regardless of that, one day I'll be on Jesse's podcast again. One day. Because he invited me like 2 years ago, and I was like, I'll get right back to you, buddy. And then, yeah. It's like
Door's
a Weird
always
Al.
open, Coop. It's always open, so just let me know.
Well, that's the problem, though, is that Phil Anselmo taught me that I can only walk through X's only. So, unless it's an exit door.
All right. We've had a lot of light. We've had a lot of laughs. We've had a lot of love, and we've made a lot of racist jokes. So that's all, ladies and gentlemen. For OnlyFans consultant, for Cat Scratch Fever, for he doesn't want to be here. I'm quickly running out of breath. Be well, be safe, and behave.
Yeah.